I got to say that I'm so frustrated by this situation because what we've done with Caitlyn Clark, or not even with Caitlyn Clark, with the whole everything involving Caitlyn Clark is what we do with almost everything in this country is that we pick our camps and nobody can see outside of that camp. So the camp over here is any player can do anything to Caitlyn Clark. They could punch her in the face, they could hit her with a bat, and it doesn't matter. Tough, who cares? The other camp has put Caitlyn Clark on a pedestal, thinks the other players should bow to her and kiss her ass every 2 seconds. And as usual, the people in both of these camps are idiots. Complete idiots, imbeciles, morons on both sides. As usual, the right place to be is in the middle. Here's the reality on the Caitlyn Clark situation. Yes, she has brought a ton of attention to the sport. And I'm sure that the players on some level are appreciative. But they're also pissed off because they've been working their asses off for years playing great, and a lot of people didn't give a crap. And now there's all these people paying attention to the sport that didn't care before, and we'd all be pissed off in that situation. However, you can't take it out on her to a point where you're playing dirty. If you beat up Caitlyn Clark within the game, physical play, contrary to popular belief, these are not little girls here. These are badass women. They can take it. It can be physical. And if you beat Caitlyn Clark and beat her up, and when I say beat her up, don't not literally beat her up, but if you're physical with her and you're beating her up during the game as part of basketball play, no problem with that. They don't owe her anything, even though she's created some popularity for the league. They owe her nothing in terms of kissing her ass. That's ridiculous that anybody would think that. On the other hand, people taking cheap shots at her that are not basketball plays like what happened this weekend, that's ridiculous. And it's even more ridiculous that her teammates did nothing.
I agree.
That's the worst
Where the
part.
hell were her teammates there?
That was my biggest beef with the whole issue.
Exactly. So stop it. I put up a tweet about this. I got one person on one side saying I'm racist, that if it was a black woman, I wouldn't have said it. Anybody that knows me knows how stupid that is. I don't care. You know, listen, people all the time, and whenever I hear people say this, I roll my eyes when people say, I don't see race. You're a liar. We all see race. I know when someone's this or that, whatever. But here's what I can say. I see race because I'm not an idiot. I have eyes. We can see race. It's okay to see race. It's okay to have conversations about race. That's healthy. That's how we talk about it. That's how we learn. There aren't as many differences as maybe we think we are between race and religion and sex and sexual orientation. All these things. There's more things that bring us together than pull us apart. But the crappy people out there want to keep dragging us apart all the time, and that's not how it should be. And even though, of course, I see race and religion and all these things, here's what I don't care about. I never, and I promise you this is 100% true, and I'll stand by this to the day I die, I never judge people. There's a difference between seeing things and judging things. I don't judge people based on their race, their religion, their sexual orientation, their nationality. I don't care. You are what you are, and that's fine with me. I accept people of every race, religion, orientation. I shouldn't even say I don't care, because I do. I think it's great that we all come from different places and have different cultures and come from different backgrounds. It's beautiful, and I'm never going to judge somebody for that, for any of those things. I judge people when they're assholes. I judge people when they hate people because of their race or their religion or their sexual orientation. Because if you judge somebody for those reasons, then you're an asshole. It's as simple as that. So I don't care. Caitlyn Clark happens to be white. And I commented on it. And I would have said the exact same thing if she had been black or Asian or Puerto Rican or Jewish. It would not have mattered. Anybody objectively looking at that play knows it was a dirty play. Don't tell me she took a dive. It was a dirty play, end of conversation. So there you go. That's it. Let's call it like we see it. So the one person called me a racist. I was pissed off. I didn't like that. I said that's outrageous. Obviously, people were defending me. And most of the people who were defending me were saying reasonable things. And then one guy defended me, and he made a racist comment in his tweet. I don't want his defense. He's an asshole too. You go away. I don't block people. I mute them so they don't know I'm blocking them. That guy is awful. He's a terrible human being. Don't defend me with your racist. I'm not with you on that garbage. That's it. Let's call it like we see it. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. You can admit when she takes a cheap shot, and you can also admit that it's perfectly fair to, within the game, beat her up physically within legal basketball plays. Thank you.